As the psalmist proclaimed how good and pleasant it is for sisters and brothers to dwell together in unity, I bring to you today the prayers, the love, and the blessings of the 800 communities of faith and religious institutions in our city, and say to you, Happy 175th anniversary, dear Unitarian Universalist Society of San Francisco. I would invite you to take a deep breath. As you're comfortable, close your eyes and perhaps bow as we lift up our prayers to the Almighty. Almighty One, Creator of the universe and lover of humanity, who formed us in your image and likeness, that we might be respecters of one another and co-creators with you, calling us to be ambassadors of your goodwill. You have charged us to create on this imperfect earth an icon of the glory of your perfect heavenly kingdom. We give thanks to you for gathering us siblings, your children, together on this Sabbath day to pause and reflect upon 175 years of prayer, fellowship, and service to one another and our city as a worshiping community of faith. You have entrusted to us this vineyard to cultivate and care for, and by the grace of your Spirit, revealing your holy will, together we have labored tirelessly and with zeal in order that it might yield an abundance of fruit, in order that no one might go hungry. We give thanks to you for touching our hearts and sensitizing our souls to the pain and suffering of our siblings, and drawing here those who are both physically and spiritually without homes. We thank you for the succession of inspired spiritual leaders who have answered your call and whose footsteps you have led to this threshold, and for blessing them with discernment, courage, wisdom, words, and deeds to lead us to your glory and to do your holy will. We thank you for the abundance of gifts you have entrusted to our stewardship, lo, these many years, and for the inspiration to selflessly share them with those who go without, that in doing so, we may continue to extend your powerful love and mercy to others without the need to utter a word, offering an example to be emulated. On this momentous anniversary, we humbly ask your continued blessings upon us. Comfort us in our times of need. Strengthen us to continue to do your holy will. Embolden us with courage to speak truth to power, that in doing so, we may be faithful to your call to be champions of social justice and defenders of the vulnerable and disenfranchised. Guide our hands to open these doors to those in need and to nourish them both spiritually and with physical sustenance they need to reclaim the holy image and likeness with which you endowed them. Sow within our hearts and souls the inclination to be kind to one another, that in doing so, this historic worshiping community may continue to shine as a beacon of hope and love to others and the greater community. Make us good and worthy neighbors to our sisters and brothers of other worshiping communities on this holy hill, as well as to the 800 communities of faith and religious institutions who seek to do good, each in their own expression, for the betterment of our city. Together, let us be a beautiful mosaic and light in dark times, revealing hope and goodness. On this historic day, we humbly entreat you, send your heavenly blessings upon your servant and our senior minister, the Reverend Vanessa Rush Southern, her associates, the lay leadership, staff, and faithful volunteers of this sanctuary and community. Gird them with the goodness, patience, perseverance, creativity, humor, and holy audacity to witness to your glory and to guide the footsteps of those called here in the ways of your righteousness. May we honor the selflessness and sacrifices of our spiritual ancestors by the intentions, words, and deeds we will exhibit in this next chapter of our history, meeting the challenges and demands with grace, being faithful to the teachings of our beliefs, showing compassion, mercy, and love when the voices of hatred and the shadows of darkness seek to distract and lead us away from the paths of righteousness. May the next 175 years be years of promise and possibilities, punctuated with moments of joy and revelation. A time for the first Unitarian Universalist Society of San Francisco to shine brightly as it seeks to meet the challenges of life, ministry, and society. Rejoice, O Holy One, in its achievements, and continue to whisper in the ears of these blessed faithful the words of the Venerable Star King. The stars are not just points of light, they are dreams of our ancestors. In the vastness of space, we find our true selves. Every star has a history. Listen closely, and you may hear it. To reach the stars, one must first believe in the impossible. The universe is a canvas. We are the artists of our destiny. Hope is the light that guides us through the darkest nights. I would invite you now to sit in silence, and if you have lost someone in the last year, to rise or put your hand over your hearts in witness to that loss. And let us all say,